Hello Aquarius, this is your August reading. This is a love and general reading and it's for you if you're Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising or cross-watching, and both my cats have joined. I think Valentine's about to have an intimate wash, but there's Valentine and Leia. Valentine is actually an Aquarius and was born on Valentine's Day, so we're in good company. Listen up Val, this tarot is for you. Okay, what do we need to know? Let's take a couple of cards that will tell us what energy you're bringing into the month. Okay. What energy is Aquarius bringing into the month? Some of this energy might have been hanging around since about May. So just have a think back. Wow, okay, it's quite a quiet energy for you, which I do like. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles together is what I meant to say. Two pages. Now pages, of course, are the most junior kind of court card. So we've got information that is at a very, very low level, communication that's at a really low level, and we've got something which is very slow moving but positive, okay? So something is it's underground and it's making its way through. So it's like a message for you. Ooh, a message and a beep from a stranger's car. A message for you and also a bit of a wake-up call maybe. But it's all in its infancy, and this is the kind of thing that you're probably feeling in your intuition, and it's rumbling around. You're thinking, oh God, yeah, what about this and what about that? For some of you, it could be a relationship that's just very much on the lowdown, okay? Very much in the sort of beginning stages. It's whispers on the breeze, okay? But that's nice. If this is to do with developing your career path as well, for some of you, it's the seed of change. It's not actually change itself yet. So of course this will be a general reading and it won't resonate with everybody, but I think it's going to resonate with quite a few. If it really turns out to be your story, there will be an extended, as there is every month. Ooh. The thick plottins, as they say. There will be an extended and it will be the first link in the description box. And in the extended, we look further into whatever the cards are that come out in the YouTube, and we channel messages from your person and we ask, how do they feel about you? So see how this resonates for you. Interesting. Okay, what are we talking about here? The Eight of Cups. In the Eight of Cups, we always have 8 cups in the foreground and somebody walking away. It's Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is a planet that you're probably not too bad at dealing with, being an Aquarius, you know, but as a Pisces, which I am, we find that very difficult. It's putting boundaries in about walking away. Now, you may have had to do this in a relationship in as far back as May. You may be thinking about whether you need to do this. Either way, you are thinking about distancing yourself from something. Could be the job that you're doing, could be a friendship, could be a relationship. You're ready, and as Aquarians ruled by Uranus, you're normally always kind of ready for a change, even though you're a fixed sign. Your Uranus is the eccentric and it is the planet of surprises. So I find Aquarius very interesting because you are a contrast in terms of being the fixed air sign, which means that you do have that consistency and you do have perhaps some stubbornness. Let me know in the comments section about that. Reveal all. But you also have Uranus, which is like nobody can predict what you're going to do next, and maybe neither can you. So there's a constancy mixed with an unpredictability. It's quite attractive. You often find with Aquarians, and I'll let you into a secret, back in the day when I used to do private readings, okay, all the other star signs will kill me for this, and I want you to leave me a comment, okay, and hit the like button if you get this. And I've always wondered why, so please tell me. Back in the day when I did private readings, and I'm not doing them at the moment, just to make that clear, but when I did, I can tell you now, obviously a lot of people are writing to me about love affairs. I would say, if you asked me the star sign that they were writing for advice about, and I swear to God this is true, and I'm being really conservative here, over 60% wanted to know about an Aquarius they couldn't figure out. And honestly, at other times it was close to 90%. I know. So you are a difficult dog to keep on the porch. And you know that about yourself, okay? I've got Venus in Aquarius myself. I've got a lot of Aquarian friends. I'm very attracted to Aquarian people as friends because you make a very good job of friendship. You don't overshare. You're not possessive. It's nice. But people find you difficult to figure out. So with this 8 of Cups, it may be that someone is trying to work out how to approach you and you're trying to work out what to do with them. But something about this sees you detaching from something or someone. Then we get 2 of Pentacles. When we get the 2 of Pentacles, you're spinning around a few ideas. Jupiter in Capricorn for the 2 of Pentacles. Jupiter is the very opposite of Saturn. So if you think about Saturn, Saturn restricts and says there are boundaries, you need to create them or at least stick to them. Jupiter expands. You want your freedom here. You want your freedom, which is a very Aquarius thing. And anybody with half a mind having a relationship with an Aquarius, whether it's a friendship or it's romantic, or with the parent and child relationship, will give an Aquarius all the freedom that in the world. Because then you tend to find they stick around. Again, leave me a comment. I want to know. Right, so you're looking here to expand something that's... Let's have a look at the cards. I'm going to show you the cards on the wonky table that's never lined up. It's really interesting this because you've got the seeds of beginnings here with the pages, but then you've got endings here, and then you've got infinity and somebody trying out loads of different ideas and thoughts and saying, what if we did it this way? What if we do it that way? Okay, I'm going to take 2 more cards to see what if you try it lots of different ways. 9 of Pentacles. Well, that's not surprising. Yeah, and the 4 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence, which most Aquarians, again, are very, very independent. Doesn't matter if you're married or single or whatever, you're independent all your life. You know, it's something you crave and can't really get away from as a star sign. At the same time here, we've got this rather kind of interesting melting 4 of Swords. You also want some peace. You may be coming to a time in your existence where you just are sick of drama. You know, you may have had some drama, perhaps it was back in May because that keeps coming up as a date for me. And you really want to find a place of peace. And if that means that you have to distance yourself from something, then so be it. You will do that if you have to. And that card is quite powerful in your reading. For a few of you, this can be a breakup. So you may have experienced that with somebody. Somebody else might have distanced themselves from you. I think there's fewer of you in that boat. But all the same, it's still there. That 8 of Cups is a very powerful card. It's a card of movement. Okay. What do we need to know about... Actually, I don't feel like it's that kind of reading. I kind of feel like it's get the cards out and there's a story kind of a reading here. Okay. Right. We've got the Hanged Man and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's certainly, I mean, August is a long month anyway. Obviously it goes on to the 31st, but it's not a fast month for you. Aquarians normally like things to move quite quickly. This isn't going to move quickly. Instead, you've got this Hanged Man energy. You've got the Four of Swords. You've got the universe saying to you, you've got to weigh something up. You've got to weigh something up. You've got to see what the advantages are for you and you only, actually. Putting yourself very high above others. Number one slot is going to you at the moment. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Again, in the Seven of Pentacles, someone is considering. You are considering how much you put into something, and you are considering whether or not you ditch it or whether you stay. For some of you, it might be a relationship that you just don't know if it's working out or not. You know, you don't know if it's working out, and you may need to move on, but you're not sure. Let's have a look specifically at love. Who might you be dealing with here? Who enters the story at this point, please? Or leaves? Oh, yes. Hello. Okay. This is rather nice, actually. I was expecting a bit more trouble, seeing as how it's you, Aquarius. Right, we've got the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. It's the success card. It's obviously a Wands card. Very fiery. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with somebody who has a lot of life about them. They're quite captivating. They're quite charismatic. But then we get old Knight of Wands riding into the picture. Now, Knight of Wands is something quite sudden. It's quite passionate. It's somebody who enters, you know, under a bit of a fanfare, which kind of makes sense. They're all about it. You know, they can be very sexy. They can be a fling. They can be fun. They can be, if you're stuck in a situation where you don't know whether to proceed with somebody or things have got into a rut, this can be somebody who's visiting town. It can be somebody new. It can be somebody you meet completely randomly in the supermarket. You know, the kind of things that you normally see other people do that happen to you. It can be an uptick as well in a situation that's become stale. It can be more life coming into a situation. But do you know what, Aquarius? That looks like a real lucky break. I'm liking that for you a lot. Oh, yes. And I'm liking this more. Let's just take me out of the equation so you can see the other card. Oh my God. Okay. It couldn't really be better than that. So we get the Ace of Cups. Very nice. And it's got stars on. Right. Ace of Cups is either a new love coming in. It's brand new. It's coming from virtually nowhere. You've got the cosmic hand bringing the cup in. You know, you've got the rainbows and all of the rest of it. The clouds, the rainbows, the glitter, the unicorns, the whole bit. It starts with self-love, certainly, but it's also within the context of this. These last 4 cards, your love life's getting a real, boom. It's getting a bit of a boost. It feels like it can be a stale relationship getting reignited. But for a lot of you, it's something quite new. Now, just 1 or 2 of you, of course, we've got Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles at the top. So just 1 or 2 of you where there's been the seeds of something that's been very slow moving, maybe since May. And God knows why we keep going back to May, but we do. I think there might have been an eclipse in May, actually. Anything that's been very slow moving, this can definitely be like a turbo boost. It can be passion, it can be feelings coming back in. It's just raising the game significantly. For some of you, if there's a relationship that's not been suiting you for whatever reason, and you're pulling back, then they may come closer to you. I'm just going to make a note of that here. Sometimes do that. Otherwise I forget. And for some reason I feel this is very important. Okay, so with that Ace of Cups, it can be a fresh perspective, a new start. But then of course we've got the Fool next to it as well. And when we've got the Fool next to it, we get even more of this brand new energy. The Fool is the 0 card of the Major Arcana. It's the beginning. And this is nice. We like this. It can be a fresh start, of course, completely. This could be completely someone you just do not know at the moment. And honestly, I like this. This is good. Right, okay, let's see what we need to watch out for. I always want to poke the wasp's nest, you know me. So let's just have a look if there's any kind of obstacles. Are there any obstacles to our freedom? Oh my God, this card has been following me around. If you watch my dailies, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because then you'll get all the stuff popping up. Just ding the wiggly bell for notifications. If you watch my dailies, the 7 of Swords has been following the readings around for weeks. Okay, we're getting it as an obstacle, which isn't too bad, but it's something to be aware of. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. The Chariot. Okay, I get that too. And I'm going to take one other one. And I feel like that kind of is a bridge between the two. Okay. So these are the 3 obstacle cards. This third one, the 4 of Wands, I feel like it's more of a bridge between the two, but we'll talk about that in a sec. 7 of Swords, of course, it's the Thief card. And the card of somebody wandering off, sneaking away, usually on the edges of a festival here. They've taken 5 swords and they're looking back to see, is anyone looking? Can I get the other 2? Is anyone going to notice? Am I going to get away with this? Essentially is what they're thinking. It feels like it doesn't feel treacherous. It doesn't feel particularly like for some of you, there's been a relationship, or there still is a relationship with somebody where you're not seeing them as, fully blown 7 of Swords. Are they cheating on me? Are they lying to me stuff? But what you are getting is a sense of uneasiness, of wanting to check something, of just feeling like they might not be on the same page, or for a few of you that you might not be on the same page. I feel like there's some potential kind of incident or something that happened that made you doubt it, whether you looked at their phone, whether you looked at the computer, whether you heard something, I don't know. But it just feels like there might be some element just that crept in there of doubt as to whether they're trying to sort of make off with something. Sorry, to put some hand cream on. We got the Chariot in the middle, Cancerian energy for the Chariot. Cancerian energy, and also having two kind of maybe wildly different perspectives at the same time, like wanting to run and wanting to stay. I feel like there's some contradiction here with this person. And then here we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, the 1111, the twin flame card. It's the card of luck and prosperity and finding some kind of portal with somebody. It's a connection. Now, the interesting thing is it might not be with the person you're thinking of in the beginning. It might be with somebody you already know or somebody new. You're going to have some conflicting, like with these seeds of, you know, with the 2 pages at the beginning. You're going to have seeds of doubt. You're going to have seeds of wanting to go one way, wanting to run away and wanting to run towards, all at the same time. And I know that seems ridiculous, but we are creatures of contradiction. And Aquarians are definitely creatures of contradiction. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Fool. So you have opportunities here for new beginnings in love. Incredible new beginnings in love. But at the same time, for some of you with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups, there's just something with that Hanged Man energy as well, just here, where the universe is saying to you, don't move too fast with this. Stick around and find out a bit more of what you need to know. You're kind of in the winning position. I feel like you're going to end up in the driving seat. And maybe before you weren't in the driving seat. But the universe is saying forewarned is forearmed. You need to know where you stand with something or somebody. And for some of you, you may decide that you're off ski and that's where you stand, and you're tapping into this Ace of Cups and Fool energy, and that you're quite happy to leave some of this in the dust. If that's necessary, you're like, yep, I can do that. Interesting. Let's have a love card for you. Belinda Grace, True Love Oracle. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at the Ace of Cups, I'm going to look at the Fool, I'm going to look at the Seven of Swords, of course, and the Eight of Cups. We're going to have a good old dig. We are going to channel messages from your person, but we're also going to look quite deeply at where they're at, because that's kind of tickling my fancy for some reason. It's kind of, you know, when you feel, where are they at? Where is this person? Oh, that's nice. Okay, Belinda Grace love cards. There's some similarities between your reading and Gemini's reading, which is interesting. Also, there's a full moon in your sign, I think on the 1st of August, which usually has some kind of confessional or releasing quality about it. So just bear that in mind. Pretty sure, I'm just going to check that it's on the 1st of August. And it's a super moon, I reckon. Yeah. Interesting. So make a note in your diary for that one. Okay, serendipity, life purpose, yin and yang. Serendipity is your Ace of Cups and your Fool card. And to a certain extent, your Knight of Wands. You're kind of lucky this month and you can fly by the seat of your pants more than normal, okay? We've got life purpose. You're discovering, do you remember that 9 of Pentacles? You're discovering what it takes to make and keep you happy. You being the first priority in this, not somebody else. And then yin and yang, that is the Cancerian blend of opposites that creates something so good. For some of you, if you're in a situation where you've been feeling slightly trapped, whether that's trapped because you fear somebody leaving you or trapped because you feel they've got too close, it's still a sense of being stuck somewhere. And the yin and yang is here to remind you that it's that kind of real tea towel stuff, that there does need to be some rain to make a rainbow, as they say. In other words, there are some things in your life that are a bit uncomfortable, but they're really quite necessary to the future, okay? And some of you, in dealing with this person, in taking a step back with that Eight of Cups and detaching, this definitely gives you the power back in some way. Woof, Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to go do the extended reading. The girls are ready. They're sleeping, apart from Valentine, one eye open as usual. It's the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment also about being an Aquarius, please. I really want to know, why were you my highest talked about sign when everybody wanted a private reading? Hey, it's all about you. See you soon, Aquarius. Namaste.